Don't mind the turtle behind me. My best friend's daughter's birthday is coming up, and it is a turtle sandbox. It is one of the gifts that we got her, and I'm just leaving it in the car because there's no way I'm wrapping that thing. And yeah, it's just going to stay there because the birthday party is not this weekend, but next weekend. So anyways, I feel like I had to explain that to you guys. Disclaimer alert for you guys, this video is going to be ridiculously long. I think it was like 15 minutes of just me like talking about my 28-week appointment and updates and everything, so I hope you stick through it, and if you're interested in the nursery update portion you can skip towards the end. But yeah, enjoy. Hey guys, so today is Wednesday and I'm just sitting in the nursery and I thought I would give you guys an update on my pregnancy. So today I am 28 weeks and 2 days and we had a doctor's appointment today for our 28-week appointment, and it went so much better than I expected it was going to. It is the glucose testing week and I have been dreading that since I found out I was pregnant. Mostly because I do not like the flavor orange, like for anything. So to have to drink something like sugary, like a flat orange soda or, like popsicle that people were kind of describing the drink as, was giving me so much anxiety. So today I went to the appointment and they actually had a lemon lime flavor option as well. And I was never told about that option, so needless to say, when they gave me that option, I was so excited because I didn't have to drink the orange drink. So for anybody that's having their glucose test and is totally freaked out by it or thinking that the drink is disgusting, honestly, the lemon lime flavor, I can only speak for the lemon lime flavor, but it tastes like a Sprite that has been left out on the counter for like 2 or 3 days. So it's definitely not like a great taste, but it's really not that bad either. It just tastes like day old, 2-day old flat soda. And they did try, my doctor's office did try and keep it in the refrigerator, but it was not very cold. So I think it would have been better if it was like really ice cold. But needless to say, you have 5 minutes to drink the drink, and I drank it in like, I don't know, 20, 25 seconds. I literally just downed it. I didn't even take a breath or a sip or nothing because I didn't want to start the drink and then have that flavor in my mouth and be disgusted and not want to finish it. So I just downed it as soon as possible. So anyway, other stats for my 28 week is that I am up a total of 12 pounds in my pregnancy so far. And there is a fly in the window that is making the most noise ever. Oh my goodness gracious, it's so loud. Anyways, besides the point. So I am up 12 pounds in my pregnancy so far, and they measured my, I think it's called your fundal height. It's the height from your pubic bone to the top of your uterus, and it's supposed to measure in centimeters the number of weeks you are, plus or minus 2. So I'm 28 weeks pregnant, so the centimeters should be 28 for like the perfect measurement, or 26, or somewhere between 26 and 30 centimeters is what the reading should be on the measuring tape. 28 is perfect because that's how many weeks I am, but you can be plus 2 centimeters or minus 2 centimeters and still fall in that normal range. So I was 28.5 centimeters, which they said was perfect. Savannah! No. Sit down, please. Sit down. Sit. Thank you. I'm in the nursery painting a project, and she's over there licking the paintbrush. Anyways, I just have it resting on the top of the can, so she wasn't licking the paint. She was just licking like the handle, and I didn't want the paint thing to fall in. Savannah, stop! She's so annoying. She is so annoying. She licks everything. Sit down. Sit. You're making me look like a mean person on this, you know. Anyways, so yeah, so my fundal height was good. My blood pressure was 122/70, which for me that's great. My bottom number is usually 70, 68, 72 kind of thing. My top number is usually in the like the one teen, so like 116, 118. So for it to be 122, still great blood pressure, let's be honest, especially after having that sugary drink. But yeah, that was pretty good. The doctor we saw today was wonderful. She, most of the time we go to the doctors and it's all about the baby and me and everything like that. But today the doctor made an attempt to really bring Matt into the equation. He has not missed a single appointment, and I love him so much for that. But most of the providers and stuff don't really like ask him if he has any questions, or is he worried about something, or how is he feeling, as the soon-to-be dad and everything like that. So it was really nice to have her talk to him, and it not necessarily be about me, it just be really about him. How's he feeling, kind of thing. So that was nice. And then let's see, how am I feeling? Well, by the end of the day, my stomach is really getting to be heavy. So most days I go to work. Thank God I have a job that like I pretty much just sit all day, because I don't know how these women do it that are on their feet all the time, or nurses or waitresses or anything like that, because I don't know. By the end of the day, my stomach is so heavy. All I want to do is get out of my clothes. I put on this like moo of a bathrobe, and I take everything off and have my birthday suit under the bathrobe, because I just don't want anything touching me by the end of the day. I'm still feeling overall really well though, for being in my third trimester now. We are 7 months and 1 week, I think, technically. So, we are down to less than 90 days before the baby comes, and that is so crazy, but I'm feeling good. I definitely now am getting up every night to use the bathroom, no matter, how, like, I try to use the bathroom before I go to bed, and I try and use it as soon as I get up. I try not to drink water through the night if I can help it. Obviously, if I'm thirsty, I'm going to drink. But, yeah, I'm getting up in the middle of the night now. And I personally am a stomach sleeper. And again, I am having so hard of a time not waking up on my stomach. So my bump is still, my bump is totally there, but I can still lay on my stomach and it doesn't hurt. And so that's the dangerous thing, is that it doesn't bother me if I sleep on my stomach still. Every once in a while the baby will kind of kick and he'll like let me know that it's not comfortable for him, I'm assuming, or maybe he's just kicking, I don't know. But so every once in a while I do notice that and I roll on my side, but I'm going to say at least once a night I wake up on my stomach and then I'm like nervous that I've like squished him or flattened him or something like that. So it's kind of a little terrifying. But other than that, I'm starting to have lower back pain if I walk around too much, like the store or anything like that. I find I have to like lean on the grocery cart, and I'm sure that that's only going to get worse. They say the sciatic pain gets worse in your third trimester. And I already have like a sciatic nerve issue to begin with before my pregnancy, so I'm sure it's definitely gotten worse since being pregnant, but I'm sure it's just going to get worse as the baby gets bigger and everything. So yeah. So today I worked on a couple of projects in the nursery. I have today off. I decided I was going to take the whole day off for my appointment. So after my appointment, Matt and I went to a place called Tucker's. It's like I guess it's technically a chain because there's a few of them, but deals with a lot of local New Hampshire farmers. And so all their vegetables and eggs and poultry and everything like that comes from local farms. It doesn't come from anything like, big box stores or anything like that. And their food is so good. So we went to Tucker's after for some food, and then I went to Marshall's. And in Marshall's, I did get some, I got a couple of books for the baby. So I got like those board books because my girlfriend's daughter loves those books and she flips through them all the time. She likes looking at like the colorful pictures and stuff like that. So I found a couple of board books that were really pretty inexpensive and I bought those, and a cute little stuffed animal like rattle thing that can hang on the car seat. So I got that and 2 more Ray Dunn coffee mugs. One says chug and the other one says, I can't remember, but I think after these 2 mugs, I think I still have 2 more openings on my mug tree holder. So I am trying to fill those all up with coffee mugs, which is kind of ironic because neither Matt or I drink coffee, but I love drinking out of a coffee mug. So I'll use like juice or water or soda or whatever and just use a coffee mug to drink out of it. I know it's kind of weird, but anyways, so I got 2 more of those Ray Dunn cups, and then I went to Hobby Lobby because that was next door, and as per usual, it was dangerous. I went in there to specifically get 2 things, or technically 3 things, and I walked out of there spending $91 or something ridiculous. But I went in originally because I'm making the bench top for like the padded bench top for the bench that Matt made for the baby. And so he had already cut the plywood down so that I could attach the like cushion and batting and fabric and everything, but I didn't have the cushion or the batting, so I needed to get that at Hobby Lobby today, and I knew I was going to be off, so it was kind of like my project for today. And so I did do that. I am looking at it over here. It is a finished product. But yeah, so that was a little bit challenging. Fun. Maybe took 20 minutes, half an hour at most, and mostly because I wanted to make sure that the fabric was really taut on the thing, and with like one hand and a really large belly and 2 dogs trying to touch everything was kind of a bit frustrating. But we got through it, and I think it looks really good for my first upholstered top. And I don't really anticipate like a ton of people sitting on it or anything like that. It's more or less just, I think it will like finish the bench that Matt made. So anyways, so I did that, and then I needed to get a frame. I wanted to try and get either an 18 by 18 square frame or 20 by 20. I got this really cute piece of fabric. I'll show you guys, but that we're gonna frame and hang it on the wall here in the nursery, because even though like we don't really have a theme, I've mentioned this so many times, but we don't have a theme, but I saw this piece of fabric and it had a dog on it, and we have dogs, and Matt and I love our dogs, and we want our son to love our dogs and our future kids to love our dogs. But anyway, so we kind of have the arrow theme going from me stenciling, and then we're bringing in a lot of like signs and letters, and then I wanted to bring in a couple of like dog things. So yeah, that's that. But I couldn't find a frame that I liked, that I felt would go well in the room, so I didn't get that. But I ended up getting my baby shower thank you cards and a couple more letters for the letter wall here in the nursery. And then Matt and I are rearranging our room to fit the bassinet and baby stuff when the baby arrives. So we're rearranging the bedroom, and since we moved into our house, I painted the bedroom, and like I got stuff, like, we got a dresser and like this neat like antique chest type thing. and whatnot, but we never hung anything on the wall. We don't have a headboard. We just got a king size bed for Christmas. That was our Christmas gift to one another. And so I got a headboard the other day. I ordered that. And my mom got us our bedding for Christmas. And so basically I just need to put some stuff on the wall to make that bedroom finished. So I did get 2 signs for when I was at Hobby Lobby. And then, yeah, I think I got like 1 or 2 more things, like nothing super fancy or anything like that. Oh, I had gotten these things that say "It's a boy" for the centerpieces at the baby shower. And the last time I went in, they only had 1. And I got 2 more because there are going to be some tables set up for people that like want to sit down and, you know, talk and eat at a table. But there's not going to be like a ton of tables and a ton of chairs. It's going to be like kind of half and half so that people can get up and mingle if they want, or sit down if they want, but they don't feel like they have to be like formal and sitting down through the whole shower, because that's just ridiculous. But anyways, so this is a really long rant. I'm looking at my camera and I've been talking for 15 minutes. So sorry this is going to be a long video. But anyways, so let me show you the few things that I got from Hobby Lobby. And the bench thing for the nursery. And I did put 1 coat of paint on the bench that Matt made for the baby. So I'll show you that, even though it's still kind of drying, so it might look a little wonky on camera, but you can get an idea of what I've been doing today. So this is the bench here that I did the coat of paint on, and I think you're going to see my dogs come into the shot in a second here. So anyways, so it's kind of, believe it or not, it is a separate color than what the trim is over here. We kind of mixed a little bit of gray in because we only had so much left of the gallon. So to try and like change the color up just a little bit, still have the blue color, but not matchy. We did add some gray to that paint. And so this is just 1 coat. And I only painted to like a certain spot in the cabinet because the bins that I have for this bench are so big, they take up basically the whole thing, that I didn't feel as though I needed to paint all the way in there, because there's always going to be bins in there. And I'm nervous we're not going to have enough paint, because that's going to need 2 coats. And then the piece that Matt's making for the closet here is going to need 2 coats as well. So needless to say, I'm nervous we're not going to have enough paint, and since it's like a custom color, I feel like we could potentially be in trouble. So let me show you the top that I made. Okay, so this is the top that I made for the bench. It is about 2 inches thick, and this fabric that is on here is also going to be on the quilt that my mom is making for him. So it has a really thin, let me get this, has a very thin piece of plywood here, and then 2 inches of foam to like sit on, and then I wrapped it with the fabric here. And I just upholstered it really simply with staples every so many inches so that, you know, it stayed in, and folded it kind of like a gift here. It's not a perfect job, but I think it's pretty great. And it will go on top of the bench here when it has 2 coats and is dried. So I was very pleased with that. And then let me show you, hold on. Okay. So this is the sign that I got. It's so good to be home. This is going to go in our bedroom along with this other little sign that I got that says 3. Yep, that will be our new family number, 3 of us. So it's really cute. It has like galvanized tin, and then is wood. So it's pretty cute. I really like it. And it was, let's see, $8.99 and then 50% off. And this sign was $27 and was 50% off. So you can do the math there. Pretty reasonable. And then these are the thank you cards that I got for the shower. I thought they were so perfect. It says thankful and grateful. And then these are the envelopes, which I thought that kind of went really well with the nursery theme with all these arrows that I had stenciled on the wall that the crib is on. So thought that was perfect. And then the last two things I got were these little centerpiece things. It's a boy. So just fan those out on a couple of the tables. And then I got this little box here, this craft box. And basically that's going to host the gift that the person, we're doing a diaper raffle, so we're asking people to bring, if they want to, it's not mandatory, but if they want to bring a bag of any size diapers, bag or box, they'll be entered into a raffle and one person's going to win. And so there's going to be like, I think the gift value is at $40. Yeah, I think so. So we're just going to put it in that little box. I thought it was a cute way to present it. So that's that. And, oh, one last thing. Let me show you that piece of fabric that I got. Okay, so this is the piece of fabric, and it's pretty good sized here. You don't necessarily have to frame the whole thing, which we're definitely not going to, but this color couldn't have been any better. You can kind of see how good the color is up here next to the wall. It's kind of like a creamy color, and I just really liked the simplicity of the dog outline, and it wasn't too childish or too mature, anything like that. And like the change in lines here I thought was very cool. So we're going to frame this. Like I said, I want to try and get an 18 by 18 or 20 by 20 frame, and we are going to either put it on this wall here, which doesn't really have anything, so I was thinking maybe it would go there, or don't mind the trash bag in the hallway, that's from the nursery. Or this wall here, which is right next to the closet. So we have the laundry bin, the diaper genie, and then Matt is making on this wall here a measuring board so that we can measure our children on it, and then God forbid we ever move or whatever, we can take the measuring board with us. So he's making that, and so there was a kind of a spot here and here that I can put another piece of artwork. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but I hung up temporarily, it's not staying, but temporarily, this is the sign-in board that people are going to sign for the shower, both in Massachusetts for Matt's family and the New Hampshire shower. So we thought that was so cute. I'm just hanging it up in the frame so it can flatten out because they rolled it for shipment. If you guys saw one of my earlier videos, I think it was last week maybe, I had shown that had come in the mail and it was all rolled up and crazy. So I started might as well just do like an updated tour because this video is already going to be 9 million years long. So I started the work in the closet here. Matt has done a great job with the shelves. This bottom shelf isn't finished yet because he's going to build the built-in, and then the top is going to go across the whole thing. So that's just kind of like a brace to hold on to it for right now. So I put all of these little bins in here, and I have labeled them. Like this one says, overflow diapers current size. This one says extra wipes. This one is breast pads and breast butter, and so on and so forth. And so I labeled these so that Matt knew what to put in them or look in them. And then up here we have out of size clothing. So on this side here, this is 6 to 9 month clothing, which we bought a ton of because it'll be like fall winter, and that stuff was all on sale. This little deluxe super seat is from Marissa and Kyle. Thank you so much, Marissa and Kyle, if you're watching. I cannot wait for our son to use it and for you to come over and see him using it. So they're currently in Dubai, so they shipped that to us at home, which was so generous of them. And then right above that box is 12 to 18 months. There was a couple of really good deals on fleece zip-ups. They were only $1 each, so I bought 6. 4 in 12 months and 4 in 18 months and 2 in 12 months. So even if our son only wears them once, I am okay with that because they were a whopping $1. And this little fun box here is going to be our son's memory box. So we'll put the baby shower invitations and anything that we get from the hospital, and then important things like maybe first birthday cards from grandparents or whatever. So things that we want to keep for memories for him so that he can have a box when he is a little bit older. And then let's see what else. Over here, we have this wall, and I've been working on it. It's pretty much so done. It's right above the bench. So I didn't want to do anything too much lower than the hello sign, because if people are sitting there, I don't want them to like rub against it. But sorry, this lighting is really not that good. There we go. So anyways, so his name starts with R. We're not announcing that. I think I've said that before. But when we do announce that when he's born, you guys will then know what his name is and whatnot. I think from an Etsy shop I'm going to order, there's like a really narrow sign but long that will have his first and middle name, and I think it'll go perfect like right here, and I think that will complete that wall. Over here are just a couple of signs that I found and really unique frames. These frames are like blue with some like really cool patterns. I got them at Marshall's. One was $7.99 and one was $6.99. So I think that is super reasonable. And I'm hoping to put a picture of both Matt with our baby and me with our baby in those frames. And they're just above the little nursing chair here. So my mom's working on the curtains, which I'm super excited about. And I ordered these awesome curtain rods from Better Home and Garden that are coming in. So anyways, that's that. I'm going to wrap this up. I'm so sorry that this was such a long video, but 28-week update and nursery update in one. So I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you've stuck with me this far, thank you for watching the entire video of me blabbing my mouth. I will check up with you guys later, and make sure to click the subscribe button if you are not subscribed, and check the like button so I know that you like this type of content, and I will be talking to you guys soon. Alright, thanks!